Okay. All right, so we're going to start. I'm just going to be switching between camera screens. Okay. So, Spirit, we are asking for a general love reading for the collective for this upcoming week. Just a general reading. I ask that my spirit cards come forth, present me with a clear and concise message. All right, so we're going to pull 3 cards. All right, so the first card we have is very soon in the reverse. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. All right, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. The second card we got is the wedding card. This situation involves marriage. Okay. And then the third card we got is the release your ex card. The time has come to clear your energy. So somebody here clearly is still a little bit caught up on their ex. Clear to decide what it is that you want now. I don't know if you are speaking, you are now in a new relationship, or you're starting to compare relationships from like your ex, your previous relationship. If that's what you're kind of doing, you got to figure out what it is that you want. Do you want to be with the current person that you're with, or do you want to go back to that relationship? And usually when we end relationships, there's a reason. So what we have to do is sit back and look, okay, what is it that I learned from this relationship? Who was it that I was in that relationship? Who is it that I am now? You know, everything is all about growth. If you feel like you would grow more as a person in that previous relationship going backwards, then sounds like maybe you need to make your decision. You know what I mean? If you feel like that. But if you are feeling as if you you will backtrack, backslide in your relationship, then you absolutely should not. You need to let go of that ex. You need to go and pursue the relationship that you're in now. Let your friends help you. Ask for help and accept support from others. Now, the one thing that I'm going to say about this is asking for help from your friends. Make sure if you're getting help from your friends, you know which friends you're supposed to be listening to. Okay, because not everybody knows what they're talking about when it comes to a relationship. Just because you've been in a relationship doesn't mean that you know what a positive, healthy relationship is and you know what it looks like. Okay? And if you have never had exactly boundaries, you got to put those boundaries up. You got to put those boundaries up. Because if you would not ask advice from this person, why would you ask them for any kind of relationship advice? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. If they have never been married, then you can't ask them for any kind of marriage advice. And here we go with the marriage part. You can't ask somebody who's never been married for advice on marriage. You can't. Some people like to say you shouldn't ask divorced people for marriage, but sometimes they marriage advice, but sometimes they know what went wrong in their marriage. Sometimes, not all the time, because some people can't take accountability. But as far as when it comes to releasing your ex, you need to look and see, am I going to be a better person with this. And if your friends encourage, they say, hey, you know what, you were a better person with this person before, and you're not so much a better person with the person that you're with now, then listen to that, because your friends may, have a good perspective on what you are not seeing. You know what I mean? Hi, how you doing? Thank you for joining into my live today. This is my first time going live on YouTube, so I appreciate you guys jumping in. All right, so let's get into the next card. What else does it have to say? New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Your best friend is usually right. See, if your best friend is usually right. Hi, how are you? Thank you for joining in. If your best friend is usually right, then usually, everybody gotta like, subscribe for her to get. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Yes. Um, your best friend is usually like right, because your best friend is seeing the things that you don't see. And if you have a best friend that sees the things that you don't see and actually encourages and supports you, then that's a real good best friend, especially when it comes to your relationship. When it says, and then this one says new love. So with your best friend supporting you and letting your friends, with the card, letting your friends help you, they will see that new aspect on that love. You know what I mean? Right there. They'll see the things that you don't see. So that's what we got in love this week so far. Okay, let's go to, we're going to shift to abundance now. And we will switch back to love to see if there's anybody else that resonates. Hey, Felicia, thank you for joining in. How you doing? I'm switching. I'm going from this camera to this camera because I'm going live on YouTube for the first time over here. I'm doing well tonight. How are you doing? So let's see what we got for abundance. We're doing a collective abundance reading for this week. This is how I do my readings. I'm going to pick 3 to 5 cards unless I feel I need to pick any more. Okay. All right, so the first card we have is Unlimited Ideas in Reverse. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. But this card came out in the negative. I mean, not in the negative. In reverse, this card came out in reverse. So now we have the conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. All right. And then the third card we have is the words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you attract for yourself and for others. All right. So let's start with the unlimited ideas in the reverse. Your mind being one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessings. Someone with this collective does have the I want to say maybe a more creative spirit than most. They would like to create things every time they wake up, maybe even when they're asleep, when they're walking throughout their day, they just have an idea. Oh, I can make this. Oh, I can create this. Oh, I can have this business idea. Um, uh, but maybe you're a little bit too scared to do that. Um, and when it comes to the living the life sustainably, maybe you have not considered looking into creating something that you already are into. If you already live sustainably, why don't you think about creating your own business that way as well? Hi, Madrina. Thank you for joining my live. Why don't you think about creating a business with that as well, because it would already be something that you do. It's not that it would be something that is out of your comfort zone. It's already something that you do. You already know it. It would be repetitive, so you would be an expert in it. It would really just, it wouldn't be a job, it would just be something that you enjoy to do because that is just your way of life. um you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic and that and that is what attracts for yourself and for others. And when it comes to that as well, because you already live that way, you live that motto, you walk that walk, you talk that talk, it would be more fruitful, more abundant for you to pursue something, because you would not be faking it. If that is um that's the best way that I can say it, is you would not be faking it at all. That's just who you are. That's your way of life. um it wouldn't be a whole lot of thought going into it. Sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of doing any vows of poverty or self denial that you have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all those of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in directions of time. When I think of this card, what I come is, some people are not, some people don't realize that they deserve more. They are not, they don't believe that they can deserve more. And they may be afraid to even chase and get more. But poverty is a mind state and an energy that you don't want to stay in. It's what you don't want to stay in. It's a low vibrational mind state, and it's not going to do anything when it comes to you wanting to pursue your business. And if you were worried about funding, if this is already a way of life for you, then it should not go too far into your funding, into your making you dip too far into your pockets, because you can start slow, little by little. You know what I mean? Just start with people in your community. You got to believe in yourself. No one's going to believe in you unless you believe in yourself. And you got to get out of this mindset. That's also a poverty mindset. That's also a poverty mindset. You're living in poverty in how you feel about yourself. Okay? You got to get yourself out of that mindset. Okay? Next card. Block out distractions. Block out any distractions that you have. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power and responsibility to block them out. Oh, thank you. Bless you. You have the power to block these distractions out. If you want what you want, you gotta focus. You gotta focus. You gotta laser focus, laser in. You can't tell people, hi, thank you for joining. Also, you can't tell people what you want to do. You can't tell them the things that you want to do, because they might start to count you out and cause distractions. They might start saying things that block out your self-esteem and do what? Drive you back into that poverty mindset. Okay? And that's not what you want. That's not what you want. So you got to block out those distractions. If people, I look at relationships with people as an exchange. We should be exchanging. I give you, you give me. It should be even. We should all end up, as 100. If you're giving more, you giving more, and they not giving, then they're distracting you, because you're sitting here and you're noticing, why am I giving? Oh, thank you for subscribing. Why am I giving so much? More like a battery optimally. Yes, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I'm doing oracle card readings today. I'm doing just a weekly read for the week. Just a weekly general collective read. Blocking out distractions. Back to that. Where was I at, baby?
Blocking distractions.
It was about people. It was about exchanging. If you're noticing that these people are not giving you what you are giving, then it is a distraction. Okay? Because you should feel comforted. You should feel solid. You should feel like you shouldn't have to notice that stuff. Especially when it comes to you deciding that you want to run a business, because a business is hard enough. Especially you wanting to step out and do something that's outside of your comfort zone. Well, it's not outside of your comfort zone, but it would be you putting yourself out there. You see what I mean? You have to block those distractions out. You have to focus for your undivided attention. You have to realize that no one is going to remember Disney. Remember Cheetah Girls. Hi Nancy, thank you for joining. Remember Cheetah Girls, when that song Cinderella, I gotta rescue myself. Nobody's gonna save me. I gotta rescue myself. And that's what it is. You gotta block out distractions so that you can rescue yourself, so that you can get where you want to be. Because you have the words of abundance to get yourself where you need to be. All right? So that's what we have for abundance read for this week. And we'll go back to another abundance read as well. All right. And You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'm happy that you were able to resonate with it. I'm happy that you were able to resonate with it. Okay? That means I got 2 people that resonated with 2 readings so far. That is wonderful. All right, so now we're going to switch to a general, okay? So, Spirit, we would like a general collective reading for anyone that may resonate. All right, so the first card we have is Earth School. Life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. That's the first card that we have. I have PayPal. Yes, I do. Um, how do I, since this is my first time, how do I do it? No, that's not it. I don't know how to put it in there, but I can write it down for you. Baby, can you double check my PayPal? That is just my first and last name. I don't know how I can like put it on. I thought I had it in my information thing. But while he's doing that, we'll just go to back to the reading, okay? So the first card okay, so it's my first and last name. It's Brianna Taylor, but this is actually backwards. So I hope that you can read that. BRYONNATAYLOR on PayPal. All right. So with the first card being Earth School, okay? The second card is All Paths Lead Home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. And that card came out in the reverse. Then we have the Golden Children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. All right. So with Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning, what I'm getting from that is Earth is a lesson. This life is a lesson. Every day we wake up is something else for us to learn. Whether we have a good day or a bad day, it is our job to find the lesson, the silver lining, the meaning for the day. Or challenge, our main challenge for the day, to overcome that. That is our job. Okay? All paths lead home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. With this card, maybe someone on this is not ready to look at themselves, to hold accountability on where they are with their life's lesson. Which is understandable, because sometimes it is a little hard to look at yourself in the mirror and to just be like, oh my, like, you didn't just read me to filth. You know what I mean? I understand that. But when you look inside, especially with this golden children card, when you turn your inner wisdom back inside, you look back inside at yourself, you, one, heal that inner child inside, and you grow that inner child inside. You secure that inner child inside. You give them validation that even things that they may have went through, that may have been challenging, that may have been hard, that may have been negative, you can look back at it as a lesson, as a something to laugh about. You know how some people, they just go through they can tell you like a traumatic event that they've been through, and they can just sit there and laugh about it, and you're wondering, how can they do that? How can they laugh at something like this, when I know that for me it would probably tear me apart? Because they've looked inside. They found the lesson, they found the hard, the silver lining, and they're able to laugh at it. They're able to move on. Next card, called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. It's time to step up and into the power that you're supposed to be in. They took something from the experience. Yes. And it's time to, it's, even like now, with I'm, with being a caregiver of someone that has Alzheimer's, it is hard. But me and my husband find so many ways to laugh about it, because you have to. You know what I mean? You have to. You have to find ways to laugh about it. So when it comes to, it's time to step up. It's time to step up to take the accountability. It's time to put on your your adult pants. Absolutely. 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 And we don't have time to crumble. We don't have time to crumble at all. We have to, what? Step up. Called to step up. Let me actually mirror this so you can read the card the right way. There you go. See? Called. It's time to step up. Time to step up. Wait, can I mirror this one as well? No, because it just says flip. Oh well, can't mirror that one. Yes. So when comes to call, it's time to step up. It's time to step into your strength. It's time to step into your purpose. It's time to get your foundation together. It's time to get the structure together. It is time to heal that person on the inside. It's time to turn your gaze within and look at yourself so that you can grow. The time is now. That is the time. All right. So I hope that resonated for someone as well. And if it didn't resonate for somebody, I know it will eventually. Because everybody got to take accountability. Everybody. Myself included. So, you know. All right. So I just went straight back to the abundance card. So that means let's go to an abundance reading. See if we have any jumpers this time. Because we love jumper cards. Thank you for liking the live. Don't forget to tap the screen. Don't forget to like, guys. All right, quiet retreat. All right. That says it's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Thank you for the rose. All right, more clarity about what to do next. What I'm getting from that is when it comes to quiet retreating, I'm also thinking about the Hermit card when it comes to solitude, how you have to go into a period of solitude to listen. When you, maybe somebody here is a medium and they're not aware. I'm hearing a medium. So if somebody here is a medium and they're not aware, then this is a message for you. You're trying, or you think that you're a medium. You're hearing things, you're having your spiritual experience, you're becoming more more clairaudient. What you need to do is you need to sit in your solitude. Sit with your glass of water. Even a glass of water just like this. Even a glass of water like this is fine. You know what I mean? Sit with your glass of water. Sit with your candle. Sit in reverence. And sit and you listen. And when you listen with no distractions, things start to open up more. Your sixth sense starts to open up more. You start to hear things a little bit more. And as a developing medium, you start to connect more with your spirit guides. They start to, and even the spirits around you, your ancestors around you, you start to hear them more. And even, some meditation, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. You don't have to sit and do a whole hour. You don't have to have the whole, you don't have to do all that, but just a couple minutes. And then gradually, over time, you start to see how it starts to grow and expand for you. You start to hear your guides. You start to build that connection with them. You start to, even as a reader, you start to illuminate yourself more with spirit. Honestly, you start to illuminate yourself more with spirit. You start to see the pictures inside of your head. if you are able to picture that way, or maybe you're one of those people who are able to spirit write, like I can spirit write. Maybe you are one that can paint. I know somebody that is a spirit painter. They are medium in that way, you know. um oh, next card, deservingness. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus on your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how truly amazing you are. Trust that. Okay? Again, from if you were here from the earlier abundance reading, you are deserving. You may be more deserving than you realize that you are. You're deserving of abundance. You're deserving of a comfortable life. You're deserving of food in your refrigerator. You're deserving of clean water. You're deserving of education. You're deserving of living in a nice house. You're deserving of living in a nice neighborhood. You're deserving of working a nice job. You're deserving of creating a business if you want to create. You are deserving. Hey, okay, you are deserving. So don't let yourself be in that poverty mind state or that man state that you are not of deserving. Because again, when you sit in contemplation and inquire retreat, you start to ask yourself, why can't I get that? I'm doing weekly oracle readings right now for the general collective. So if you resonate with a reading that I do right now, then it may be for you. Okay, right now the general readings I'm doing are abundance readings. I'm doing general love readings, and I'm doing a general reading as well. And I might pull one more um just just to shake things up a little bit, because this one right here is a little bit messy. So just in case, you know, I'm all about growth, but every now and then, sometimes you have to pull out the messy cards just for growth sometimes. Sometimes you have to pull them out. Okay? Yeah. So the next card we have is again unlimited ideas. In the reverse, it came out again in the reverse. All right? Unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessing. All you need to do is take divinely guided action and allow these ideas to come to fruition. And this is in the reverse again, as it was the first time. You deserve, you can grow. If you are a developing medium, again, or if you were a reader, you know what I mean? If you're a reader like me and you want to develop as a reader, you're deserving as well. You can sit in contemplation. You sit and you practice. You learn, always learn as a reader. You can go off of your intuition, absolutely, but yes, collective readings. I'm doing collective readings today. If you are going off of your intuition, then that's fine. But especially when it comes to tarot, you want to make sure that you start to educate yourself as well. You want to get deeper into it because it helps you learn a little bit more. Sometimes people ask for time frames. You can start to, the more that you educate yourself on tarot, the more that you will start to be like, okay, maybe I can give you a little bit of a time frame, maybe something like that. I have, astrology books here. Make sure you learn yourself on astrology if you want to do that as a reader. I have this book. I have this other book here as well the only astrology book you ever need. I was in an astrology course. I actually found my astrology teacher on TikTok earlier today. Um, but you definitely want to educate yourself when it comes to becoming a reader, or if it comes to becoming a medium, if that is the goal that you have for yourself. And if that's not the, if that doesn't resonate with anybody here, then that doesn't mean that it won't. Somebody might have already picked up, somebody from the outside might be watching. You never know. Next card. It is safe for you to receive. It is safe for you to receive. It's safe for you to receive. Okay? So, the more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. Okay? What does it say? Deservingness. You deserve. So it's safe for you to receive. It's safe for you to receive those messages. It's safe for you to receive those downloads if you decide that you are to do that. Also, let me just say, this is, for entertainment purposes, because I am a tarot reader. I am not a medical professional. Okay? I mean, I am a medical professional, but I'm not a medical advice professional. I do work in the medical field, but, I just want to make sure everything is explicit. I don't want you guys coming after me. Thank you for the roses. I got to stop and smell the roses. But yes, it's safe for you to receive that information, that knowledge, if you decide that you want to become a reader. And it helps, build those build those connections for you as other people. Also, I forgot this, if you're into crystals as well, this is an amethyst crystal. Learn about crystals as well. Crystals help conduit when you want to talk with spirit. Amethyst is a great crystal for talking to spirit. I also have this big selenite crystal right here. This is a moonstone. This one you cannot put in water. It will dissolve. You do not want to put it in water. But this is a great crystal to help develop your spirit communication. Yes, moonstone. Are you okay? Okay, my dog just started making sounds. All right, and we're going to pull one more card from the abundance deck, and then we're going to switch to our romance deck to see if there is a general collective, anybody that aligns with the romance one. Moonlighting, moonstone, moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Hi, thank you for joining. I'm doing collective readings today, okay? So you're welcome to come in and, have a good time. I am looking this way because I'm also streaming on YouTube for the first time. So if you want to also follow me on my YouTube channel, it's Mama Without a Clue on YouTube as well. So, I'm on both of them. I'm trying to do the best. I am a spiritualist. I am... No disrespect. I grew up United Methodist. I do have a lot of Catholic views, but I am very into the spiritual world. I recognize other religions. I understand. I can find a common denominator in many different religions, many different faiths. And I believe that whatever gives you comfort in the moments that you need it is what gives you comfort and gives you strength. And nobody should demonize or weaponize that unless you're actually hurting somebody. You know, you can't be hurting. You can't be hurting people. You can't be hurting people. But yes, I do recognize, you see how I got my. And I've been like, I do have rosaries. Like, I've had this rosary since I was about 16. But I actually just started learning the rosary prayer because my last rosary, I was singing, I was going through a hard time and I was singing the prayer of Saint Benediction. And, I was just scared to get into anything and pick the wrong religion choice. Honestly, honey, it's all about faith. We never really know what's the truth. It's all about faith. It's all about your faith. Okay? It's all about your faith. Who knows the truth? We all are just humans. We go off of what we believe. Okay? I know what I've seen that's given me confirmation for me in my beliefs. Growing up Jamaican and hear how much it can backfire. Oh, I understand. My husband's Jamaican. I understand. I understand that completely. Okay, you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Okay? Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Remember, you are deserving of something better. Okay? You are deserving of something better. Just sit in quiet contemplation. You don't have to you don't have to you don't have to sit in uncomfort. Okay? Like, you know how some people just feel like, okay, you're this, they stereotype you and they feel like you're this kind of person, so this is what you deserve. No, if that's not what you deserve, that's not what you deserve. I know that sometimes I'm like, why am I where I'm at? Why can't I be where I would love to be? And then I sit and I say, you know what? I contemplate, you know what? Why can't I have that? I deserve that. I'm open to receive that. Okay? Listen, if that's what happened, then you would I don't I would say then reach out to some spiritualist that can help you on that for a reading to see, because you never know. You never know. But if that's what you believe, absolutely, then I would say reach out to a spiritualist too. Oh, we got broken. Oh, okay, girl, then shoot, we good. Look, you good. All right, so now we are going to switch to the um romance reading. Let me just sage my area really quick, since this will be the third romance card general collective I will be doing. I'm not doing questions today. I'm not doing questions today. Tomorrow, I think tomorrow maybe I will be doing questions. Hey, how you doing? Romance. Okay, so when I do my general romance reading, so I'm just doing a collective reading. I'm not pulling for any particular person. And these are my oracle cards. These are not my tarot cards. So these are my Oracle Romance Angels cards by Doreen Virtue, even though she does not promote her deck anymore, because she does not follow cards any longer. But this is still a good deck. Still a good deck. She put out some really good decks. So and this abundance card deck also is Doreen Virtue. This is the Angels of Abundance deck. So when I do my general collective readings, I just do oracle cards, because oracle cards are they don't have pretty much rules as tarot cards do. So it's just a reading for the general collective. Whoever resonates may resonate. You're more than welcome to put in the chat if you resonate or not. And, you're more than welcome to, just hang out as well. I'm going to ring my bell just to clear the energy. Okay. And now we are going to hop right into another reading. Give me 1 second so I can just take a drink. Ooh. Was a little thirsty. All right. So we're going to hop into another romance read. You know what? Actually, let's do a little messy reading. You guys want to do a little bit of a messy reading? Yep. Okay. All right. What lies beneath? Let's get a little messy, guys. All right. Oh my goodness, these cards was 2 different ways. See? Messy already. Or maybe it was just one card that was a different way. Looks like it was just that one card. 2 cards. Okay. It was just 3 cards. Thank you for letting them know. Yes, we're just doing collective readings today. All right. And we're going to pull a middle card. Envy. All right, so somebody is facing some kind of envy from the jump, off the rip. Somebody's facing some kind of envy off the rip. Kick to the curb is the next card. So we're not going to say it is a relationship, maybe a romantic relationship yet, because we are not sure. Okay, even though in the picture it says that we have like, it looks like a relationship. Not sure so far, because I'm feeling that it could be more of a friendship kind of thing. Maybe there's a friend that someone has been feeling lately, um is not true. Maybe they've just been saying some kind of stuff that's just kind of weird. Maybe giving some kind of backhand compliments. You know how people give backhand compliments, and you're just like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about what it is that you just said. And next card, because are they reaching out to have another person? Are they hanging out with another person behind your back and having you kicked to the curb where you're on the outside and you're not aware? Let's see. Investigating. Hmm. Maybe somebody is trying to be caught in a lie, but it's not a lie. I don't think that. I think somebody is trying to catch somebody in a lie, but it's really not a lie. Oh, thank you, smoking hot mama. But it's, I don't think that there actually is a lie. It's a copycat. The next card is a copycat. Copycat in reverse. So this person is really just trying to come in and replace you, maybe in like a friendship type of way. Hmm. Someone is trying to swoop in on a friend. Okay. Hi, Lily. What I'm getting here is there's an envious situation. There's an envious situation where there's somebody that is in this person's life that is untrue. I am not sure for a fact if it is a friend, but someone is absolutely untrue. Someone is absolutely untrue. They're going behind your back, whoever it is, they're going behind your back because they're trying to catch you in a lie so that they can replace you. They're trying to replace you. They're sitting here, they're investigating things that it is that you said. They're like, "Oh, did you know how some people really like nitpick the things that you say? Like they hear they hear the words that you said, but they didn't actually listen to the words that you said. They heard it, but they didn't listen. When people listen to respond, they don't listen. I mean, they don't, yes, they listen for response. They don't listen for understanding. I'm not doing general, I'm doing collective readings tonight. Let me put a sticker up that says that, actually. Why aren't you typing? There we go. There we go. We're doing collective readings tonight, okay? All right. So I'm going to end my YouTube one since it has hit an hour, and that's what I wanted to do for that. And I will continue to stream